Hello, this lab is called Moving Molecules, the Kinetic Molecular Theory of Heat. The purpose for the lab is to determine if molecules move faster in hot water, cold water, or room temperature water. You should have already written your if, then, and because hypothesis under the materials that we're using today. If you haven't, pause the video and do that on your Google Doc. Make sure that you open it up in Cami and you're answering the questions on the doc. The hypothesis is very important. The materials we're going to use today are 3 beakers labeled A, B, and C. One beaker A has hot water. Water's being boiled right now. Beaker B has room temperature water, and beaker C is cold water with ice. We also have a green food coloring, and we're going to use the phone as a timer. Oh, there's the hot water now. I'm going to stop the video to get the rest of the supplies. Okay, on your lab sheet for the cold water, you're going to put 3 degrees Celsius. Cold water is beaker C, so that is number 4 on your lab sheet. 200 milliliters of ice water in cup C. Cold water is beaker C. I'm going to take the ice out when we do the experiment. Room temperature water, go to your lab sheet under beaker cup B. Room temperature water is 18 degrees Celsius, and we still are going to put the hot water later, okay? So on the room temperature water, I need you to go to your room temperature cup. That's number 7. Look at the room temperature. We're going to start with that. You're going to be coloring that in using Cami. You're going to color that in with the little green that you see. We're going to time how long it takes for it to completely dissolve in there for the most part, okay? So let me get the timer on. And the timer is going to start, the stopwatch is going to start the moment I pour the food coloring, 1 drop of food coloring in the beaker B. And I'm going to take the thermometer out. And ready and go. So starting the timer, you're going to fill out your chart according to how fast that goes through there with the timer. Okay, so it's going through there. Color in your beaker B on your lab sheet. Color in the beaker B on your lab sheet. And it's going through there pretty slowly. And we're going to continue to watch it. Right now you can color in what you see. Most of the bottom is colored through, and then we just have the top. Still needs a little more, but for the most part it has gone through there. So room temperature has pretty much gone through the entire thing. So we're going to stop the timer, and it is at 1 minute 21 seconds. 1 minute 21 seconds. So it's 1 minute 21 seconds. 1 minute 21 seconds. All right. You need to put that on the second page. It says for B, we're on B. It's on the second page of your lap sheet. It says observed temperature for B, and the temperature for B is 18 degrees Celsius. And then you'll convert to Kelvin in a minute, and you'll convert to Fahrenheit in a minute. And where it says time it took water to change color, you're going to put 1 minute and 21 seconds there. Okay, now let's go back to page 1. For the cold water, we're going to remove all the ice, and then we're going to do the same thing. Drop 1 drop of water, 1 drop of the food coloring in, and wait. And then we have started the timer. So on your beaker C, you're going to be coloring in that. Notice how long it's taking for it to go through. All right, so on beaker C, where you have your cold water, it dropped to the bottom and now it's at the side, but it's taking some time for it to go through. These are moving molecules representing particles that move in ice water. So particles that move in ice water, see how quickly they're moving. So it's still moving there. We'll wait a little bit more. Still moving. Notice that you have some on the bottom, some on the top, and then a line in the middle. You still do not have the sides filled in. Like beaker B, you have pretty much everything filled in. You still don't have the sides filled in. So you're drawing and coloring in using Cami the cold beaker C. Coloring in beaker C. Still waiting for the side. It looks like it kind of even stopped there. So we're coloring in beaker C, still waiting, still waiting. Still waiting. Okay. It's still not completely, it's basically, it looks like only one in the middle it got through, but then the rest of it is still not moving through these. It's just one little line in the middle there. So you can draw the line on the top and the bottom shaded for beaker C on your Cami, and in the middle a little line there showing that. And even though it's not completely through, we're going to stop the timer, and the timer says that it is 2 minutes and 37 seconds for the cold water. 2 minutes and 37 seconds for the cold water. And it didn't really go through. So now we're going to stop the video so that you're going to go to your page 2 of your document, and you're going to fill in the chart for beaker C. The observed temperature was 3 degrees Celsius. You're going to convert to Kelvin and Fahrenheit in a minute, and then time it took for the water to change color. You're going to put 2 minutes and 37 seconds plus, with a plus sign, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to start the video. This time I'm going to pour 200 milliliters of water into the beaker. You're going to, under number 2, where it says on the first page, number 2, where it says cup A, you're going to put the temperature. Let's see what this temperature says. Whoa, This is very hot. It says 85 degrees Celsius. Ooh, it's hot. 85 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is 85 degrees Celsius. And we're going to take that out, and we're going to, and you need to watch this carefully, 85 degrees Celsius. We're going to reset the timer, put in the drop, and start the timer. Notice how the green is moving through. You should be coloring beaker A, cup A, on your hot water. And it took, because it's all green, it took 15 seconds for it to go through there.